Hello, mystical souls, and thank you for joining me tonight, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do not know where you are. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And this is an exciting end of the year astrology forecast for December. We have a lot of great things going on, so I have my notes to make sure I cover everything. If you are new here, my name is Patricia Tate, and I'm an evolutionary and a traditional astrologer. I invite you to subscribe to my channel to get updates as soon as they are released so you can receive all notifications. Please share because it helps the algorithm, and thank you for your continued support. If you are a regular, I am giving you a big fat air hug. I greatly appreciate you being here and supporting me. It means so much that you support me in doing what I love to do. So while we wait for everyone to arrive, please, I'm offering all kinds of opportunities to sign up. I offer a newsletter in case you are interested and want to get some of your information through email. I'm also offering last-minute gift ideas of astrology or tarot gift certificates. You sign up for them. You put the comment of whatever you want. It automatically emails it to them. And I also have Elemental Wisdom Oracle deck that can be sent to somebody of your choice. I would love to know who is in the house tonight, and if you know your sun, moon, and rising, and tell me where you're from. I am currently traveling, and I am in Florida. I'm in on the East Coast, near right above Fort Lauderdale, heading on out right after Christmas, and going to be heading out west to San Antonio, Texas for New Year's, and then I'm going to be in Quartzsite for January. Brandon, I am so glad that you made it. Oh, and Shiny Gems Shay, I'm sending out a big fat hug to you. Hello to you. Hello, hello. I greatly, I can't tell you how much I greatly appreciate everybody being here. Jessica Faith, happy to be here. I am so glad that you are here with me tonight. Weather should be nice. Oh, I'm really hoping. So we've been to San Antonio, but we're trying to be there for the New Year's, just for the fireworks and whatever. My dog will not enjoy it that much, so he'll be isolated a little bit. But it's said to be fantastic, so I'm excited about it. Hello, Shiny Gems Shay, Dallas, Texas here. Oh, Texas. Yeah, bigger, better, everything. All right. So let me talk just a little bit about what is going on. We have all kinds of great things going on that we're going to be ending the year off. So let me bring a scene to you of a little bit about what's happening in the skies. All right. So I have my calendar so I don't forget. And I'm going to try to animate some of this so you see what's going on. Currently, we still have Mercury the trickster, Mercury the messenger of the gods. Mercury is thoughts, ideas, communication, written, verbal, travel, so retrograde. So expect all kinds of travel hiccups, travel problems, presents or gifts that arrive in the mail, either late or broken or damaged or not at all, things happening with them. In the sign of Capricorn, Mercury for the end of 2023 and all of 2024 is going to start off in an earth sign and then retrograde back through that and then through a fire sign. So for this cycle, it's through Capricorn and then in through Sagittarius. Jessica Faith, Ohio is in the house. Super excited about this. Virgo rising. Jessica, I have you in the queue for a reading, so I'm so glad that you're here. I know you have a lot going on. All right, so Mercury's going retrograde. It's going to go through the Capricorn and then in through Sagittarius. So wherever you have a Capricorn placement, it's going to take that energy and say there's something that's not working, that's sustainable, and then it's going to go through the Sagittarius house of where you set out these intentions, and then it'll figure itself out and then move forward. Mercury stations direct January 1st, so it's kind of like we'll be starting off the new year on a really good, in a better place than setting new moon intentions now. If you are interested in a reading tonight, please get in the queue. You can scan that QR code, or you can use the PayPal link for a $40 donation. And I need your exact date, time, and location in order for me to be able to find the most accurate report, astrology chart for you. All right, so a couple dates to remember. December 21st, winter solstice or Yule. This marks the darkest time of the year, or it's a magical time. And I don't know if anybody celebrates Yule, but it's a beautiful time where you give thanks for what you have. There's a celebration, a gathering, and then bonfire, and just a gathering of beautiful souls. On the next day, let me move this forward because I really want you to be able to see like really what's going on. On December 22nd, this is called a cazimi when Mercury is in the heart of the sun. They are both conjunct at the same degrees. Now remember that Mercury is going backwards. And so I need to go back over some ideas, some thoughts, some communication, some travel, something in the heart of the sun. This will be illuminating. The sun magnifies and illuminates everything that it touches. And at this time, it is bringing downloads of information or thoughts, ideas, communication. It's kind of like an epiphany moment. So like the days that are going to be leading up to it and like a couple of days after, keep track of synchronicity or people, places, or things that are said or things that are done, and that you might say, that's strange, that's odd, I wouldn't have thought about that, or that's really weird that I ran into this person, or a dream or a connection with somebody, because it's meant to be more important for later. It's getting the information and setting some things up and saying, this is where you need to go. This is halfway through the Mercury retrograde cycle of I'm going backwards in time, and there should be a aha moment of, okay, I get what this retrograde's about. And as it travels back through Sagittarius, then I'll be able to work with it more. So that will be December 22nd, a beautiful time. Then as we move forward to December 25th, absolutely loving this. On December 25th, Christmas, it's absolutely a beautiful time. The very next day, we're going to have this full moon. Now, it's a Cancer full moon. I love Cancer full moon. Cancer is like all up in your feels. It's connection to others, wanting tradition, home, family, foundation, roots. Wherever we have Cancer, it is offering this illumination of beautiful, of feelings and intuition. The beautiful thing about this one, it is in a trine and a sextile. So the sun is in a sextile to Saturn, and the moon is in a trine to, no, they're both, I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me back that one up because I got way too many circles going on at the same time. We have the sun illuminating the moon. So part of your life that's in Capricorn is saying, I need to focus on not work. I need to be focusing on what's most important to me: family, traditions, home, and creating a stable environment. There is a sextile from the sun to Saturn, and from the moon to Saturn, it is a trine. So this is offering stability because Saturn rules Capricorn. And so you have the ruler of this in the sign of Pisces: hopes, wishes, dreams, faith, belief, wanting community, wanting everything to be good and all right. And we need this right now because we've had Mercury retrograding backwards, and so this is it's going to be conjunct with Mars the very next day. I want to show you that this is where things are like really leading up to. On the 27th, we are going to have Mercury and Mars conjunction. Mercury is, again, thoughts, ideas, communication, can wreak havoc, it can be the trickster, but it also can bring us a lot of great information. Mars is aggression or fire, passion, drive, wanting to move forward. Together, this is powerful words that can be difficult, spiteful, mean. The reason this is going to be difficult is it's in a square to Neptune. Neptune can be faith, hope, belief. Remember, we just had that trine and that sextile in Pisces. And so it's about having this faith, having this belief. But as a square, the energy needs to be incorporated. It needs to be adjusted. There's something that is, look, we don't have all the facts. Mercury in conjunct Mars is, I am lashing out, I am speaking out, but I don't have all the facts. I don't have all the information. And the person who argues or who lashes out first is the one who's going to be in the wrong, because they just don't have all the details. And then it's having to say, I'm sorry later. It's, well, why didn't you tell me? Like, everybody is feeling this confusion, this assertiveness, frustration, and it's going to be building, and it will climax on the 27th. I plan on trying to lay low and avoiding all disagreements and all arguments, but just knowing that you cannot avoid it because it brings the lesson to you. In our charts, we have this opportunity of it coming to us. So know that Neptune is sometimes like, Neptune doesn't always want to give you everything. Sometimes it makes things foggy or unclear. I always think of it as Hollywood, that what you see on the TV or what you see on the screen is not, sometimes it's an illusion. Oftentimes it's an illusion because it's not, like, it's a set. It's just like, so think of it as being like having your beer goggles on or your rose colored glasses, whatever you want to call them, and trying to make some decisions and having people not give you all the facts and be angry and upset. So it's best to avoid people on this day. On December 29th, I want to go forward just a smidgen more. On December 29th, we're going to have Venus. Venus is now going to be moving into the sign of Sagittarius. I am loving this energy because Sagittarius is expansive and Venus is love and money and wants to bring things together. And so I will have a video coming out on that soon. Well, it'll be released soon. There's already a video released on the Cazimi, on Mercury and Mars. So get on there and look at your rising sign. And then January 1st. On January 1st, we're going to have Mercury finally stationing direct. So I'm just super excited about that because January is where things are going to start to move forward. If you are interested, I do have my January astrology forecast already out there. Please look at it for your rising sign. So yeah, all right, so let's move forward here. Oh, good Lord. Okay, just so you know, I'm ruled by Mercury, so making technical mistakes, big for me all the time. So all right, so let me transition here, and I'm going to get started on seeing who is in the queue. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Jessica, I'm going to try and keep my mouth zipped. Oh, I'm telling you, I have tried, and I've caught myself once, and other times, look, you can see it on the news and you can see it in people. You can be standing in the grocery line. You can be out shopping or just walking around, and it's inside of people. It's everybody. And if you don't understand what it is, then you're not always understanding how do you work with this. Yeah. Hello, Shalitha Feast. Hello. How are you? All right. So let's get started. I have Jessica, yours is up first. Let's talk about that. Let me get started on this. All right. And so I'm super excited that everybody is here. Let's see. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 All right. All right, Jessica, let's talk about this. All right, just so you know, okay, first off, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share with you and share your chart information. As we, you are ruled by Mercury. As a Virgo rising, um, all every single time that Mercury stations retrograde, you not only feel it in your heart, your soul, your first house of self, you feel it also in your career, your legacy, your you in the outside world, your public reputation, your where you want to leave a mark on society, what you want to achieve, your professional life, your ambitions, your life path, your public life. Mercury rules over those two areas of your life, and you having the North Node here, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, this is a lot of OCD tendencies that it's difficult to work with, like racing thoughts. The North Node means I need to be able to embrace this, but you've given yourself a lot of information that how do I work with how do I work with this? How do I not just trust and have belief and faith? How do I incorporate? And I say that because of your South Node. That like let's just for a hot second talk about this. Saturn is sitting on top of your South Node, saying, what are you willing to release? What are you willing to incorporate? I don't believe that we just fully go towards our North Node because we don't give up our past, whether you believe in past lives or generational. You have to say, this is where I've come from. This is what I've learned. This is the wisdom and knowledge that I have. And I need to incorporate this in order to show growth and maturity. Saturn asks us to be, Saturn is the ruler of time. It's the father of time. I always think of it as someone who says, nope, do it again, do it again. They want you to do it until you get it right. They just don't want, it's not about, Saturn doesn't give a free pass. And Saturn is saying, look, it's an opposite to your North Node. Are you working hard? You are working towards your Saturn opposition. It's beginning, but this is a time when your life is now going to, you've had some things go on in your life, and it will have to do, I want to throw in Mercury here because, look, Mercury, I'm going to get rid of a lot of these dots or circles just so you can follow along. Mercury is in a beautiful trine supporting you to your first house of self. And it's saying to you that, look, I want you to go back over some things in your life, some fifth house themes. Children, healing your inner child, where you take risks, childlike activities, art, music, creative projects, poetry, anything that brings you pleasure and joy. Mercury is going to have you going back over that and saying, I want to support who you are, your appearance, your power, your self-expression, your happiness. You have to make sure that you stay on your path. And Saturn opposite, Saturn sitting on your South Node, is saying, look back at your past. Truly look back at your past and acknowledge, this is where I've come from. This is my growth. Like it is wanting you to acknowledge, where have you grown? How far have you come? I mean, it's going to be beautiful in that Mercury is going to go back from your fifth house into your fourth house. And so you're going to be rethinking, where do I live? When Mercury goes back into your fourth house, it's, what is my home? What are my traditions? What is, like, it's real estate, property, foundation, ancestors. It is people who have shaped you and people who are like family. So people who are family. So you have to look at all of those people. Who feels like family to you? And you need to rethink the relationship balance between that. And your actual family. And what does this mean to you? Because Sagittarius is this expansive energy that has faith and hope and belief and dreams, and the Sun and Mars are there. And Mercury through your fifth house is, I'm trying to heal my inner child. I'm trying to focus on my children. I'm trying to be creative with what I want to do. Now, I want to bring up another topic. You have transiting South Node on top of Pluto. Pluto is the planet of great transformation. It forces you to take everything to the bare bones in order to start new. And so the North Node is opposite. You are focusing on, how do I use what resources that I share with others? This can be alimony, child support, wills that there's shared resources from family. This could be business. This could be marital partners. This could be a significant other. And so you're looking at this and saying, I have to focus on transforming my personal resources and making them bigger than what they are by really good investments, making really good decisions. Your second house is about your money, your resources, movable property, things that you value, salary, income, your attitude towards money, your work ethic, your self-esteem. It's really your financial condition. And so the South Node on Pluto is making your finances kind of topsy-turvy, saying, how do you incorporate the lessons from your past and grow from those and build on those? Aries is, I have to take the initiative. I have to do this. All of these things are beautiful. They're possible. I want to bring up one more date. Hold on, let me get my dates. Let's talk about that Mars Mercury. Okay, so when Mercury does move all the way back into your fourth house, that's on the 27th. It will be conjunct Mars in your fourth house of people who feel like family, actual family, anybody, like this could be traditions. You're going to have this time period where you're trying to move forward and do some things that have to do with your home, and then you're going to have this beautiful full moon, family gathering, or feelings of it. Remember, okay, so the full moon is going to be it'll be in your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. And I love this for you because the full moon in your 11th house is illuminating, and it's bringing to an end. Like there's going to be some endings in your life that have to do with home and with feelings of nurturing and caring and connecting to others. And then it's an opportunity to have new hopes, wishes, dreams, and goals of what you want to accomplish. Now, after this full moon, there's going to be this opportunity for angry words or aggression that will have to do with something with your home and squaring partnership, 7th house themes of significant. I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh, son of a biscuit. Hold on. I'm like putting red dots on some things. All right. Oh, you're moving. Okay. I'm so happy. I hope that you found the house. All right. So let's just for a hot second talk about this. During that full moon, it will be a beautiful ending, an opportunity to say goodbye, to move on, to have new hopes, wishes, dreams, goals. The very next day, there could be angry words said. So I'm encouraging you to try to avoid. Know that it doesn't have to be exactly on that day. It'll be something that could build up to it. And it could even, like, remember, if you don't find the lesson finds you. So, Jessica, I am really, really hoping that all of this, I know you're on the right path. I'm super excited for this for you. All right. Well, Jessica, I am giving you a big fat hug, and I thank you. I thank you for being here, Jessica. All right, so let me clean my screen and move on to the next person. Thank you. Shalitha. All right, so give me a hot second to pull up your chart, Shalitha. And Jessica, thank you. Thank you again for trusting me. I really greatly appreciate it. All right, so 11:23. Make sure I have everything right. And the time. I love when everybody's accurate, because then the information is so much more accurate. Let me see. Oh. Make sure I spelled it all right. All right. Make sure you have, oh, you have a grand water trine. Okay, first I want to share this, and then I'll do a bi-wheel. Just so you're asking for just a general reading. So I love those, because then I can like really dive in. All right, so let's talk. First off, thank you very much for trusting me. I want to draw your attention to these three blue lines here. So it's connecting your three houses together. Your first house of self, your Cancer rising. I absolutely love this. That means that you're ruled by the moon, and your moon is in your 5th house, along with Mercury in Scorpio. Like, I could go on and on and on about this, because look, Cancer rising generally means that, and a moon in Scorpio, people with a lot of watery energy, they have memories that go way back in early childhood. If you ask most people what they remember, they'll go back to grade school. Usually people with a lot of water or a lot of Cancer in their chart, they can go back to very early, like preschool, and sometimes even before that. So you have all of this water in your chart, your moon in Scorpio, so your intuition is friggin' spot on. Like, moon in Scorpio, nobody should ever lie to you, ever. Like, you are a walking, talking, moving lie detector. Like, you read people's energy. Having this Scorpio energy, I don't know what you know about Scorpio, so I'm just going to dive in just a little bit. Scorpio energy. People who have a lot of Scorpio energy, they don't learn their lessons by acting out. They learn their lessons by their interactions with other people. And as a Cancer rising, family, home, traditions, nurturing, caring, those things are really important to you. And your dreams, usually moon in Scorpio and Mercury in Scorpio, the way that you communicate. Moon in Scorpio is, I dream, and I'm able to connect to the spiritual realm. Not everybody can, not everybody does, not everybody gets it. Not everybody can have the visions or understand things. When you come into a room, you feel out the room by the energy to make sure, is it safe? Is it okay for you to go into a room? Now you have Mercury here. Look, I appreciate a Mercury in Scorpio. People with Mercury in Scorpio, this is you amongst other people, and in order to find out and gauge what's going on with other people, you will quickly drop one comment, drop one question, one something, and you gauge the faces of everybody before they can compose themselves. It's kind of like a shock question, and it's to quickly gauge what's going on, who are my people, who are not, because people are either drawn towards you or away from you. Think of it as like a magnet and repelling. You have your south node at 29. I'm sorry, your north node at 29 and your south node at 29. If we could, I don't know how much you know about your north node and south node, but the 29 is an anaretic degree. The zeros and the 29s are like, think of it as a final exam. You've already done it, but now you're doing it with mixed up energy. Like you've rearranged all the planets, and you said in this lifetime, if you believe in past lives, in a past lifetime, Gemini, thoughts, ideas, communication, 12th house themes, that would be taboo topics, telling people about what you knew, what you saw, what you felt. You shared the information with other people, and they shouldn't have been trusted. And they shouldn't have been trusted. And so something happened. Things went wrong. And in this lifetime, you are supposed to have faith, hope, and belief, but you're supposed to incorporate your wisdom, your knowledge, your thoughts, your ideas about these taboo topics, and then know in this lifetime, who are my tribe, who are my people, who do I trust, and learn to navigate the people that you communicate with. I'm hoping... okay, so yes, I do. I'm hoping that answers a lot of... Okay, so I'm going to keep on moving on. What else do I see? Okay, let's talk for just a second. I'm going to switch this for just a hot second, and I'm going to pull up a bi-wheel because I want to know like what's going on with you right now. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. And it'll just take me a hot second and to do a bi-wheel, because I'd like to see like where are the planets right now. And before I do that, I always like to say, okay, where is the person right now? What energy are they working from? All right, so you are going to be having a beautiful full moon in your first house of self so on the 26th. So you're going to get through Christmas and all that, and you're going to have this full moon. There's going to be, the sun is in your 7th house. You have Mercury going retrograde in your 7th house, bringing people back into your peripheral, your partnership sector. This could be old friends, old exes. The 7th house is old clients. The 7th house is your 1+1 house. It's business partners, significant others, best friends, and it's exes and open enemies. So Mercury is going retrograde back through that house. And as it goes retrograde through that house, it's bringing some people back into your life for a second go round. I need you to remember why they were there in the first place. It will go through your 6th house. When it goes back into the 6th house, that's where it's going to meet up with Mars. And so this is like an angry energy of bantering of words and yeah. So, okay, so aside from that, you're going to have a full moon. The full moon's going to occur in your first house of self. There's going to be something that's illuminated with partnership, an ending of sorts that has to do with who you are. Maybe you're reaching a goal. The first house is all about your appearance, your power, your self-expression, your happiness, your health, your habits. And so the sun being in your 7th house is going to let you know about those people, and it's illuminating the changes that you're going through. And so there's going to be some kind of a culmination, some kind of an ending, and then you're going to be starting a new cycle, which I absolutely love. The Mars Cazimi, I do want to, not Mars Cazimi, sorry. The Mars and Mercury transit. When Mercury stations retrograde and goes back through your 6th house, you will be rethinking some of your mentors, some of your guides, some things that have to do with health. This is mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health, well-being. Pets are also here, and it's going to go across, go across your north node, the direction in which you're supposed to be focused. It's like you missed something, and now you're going to have to go back. Now the sixth house has to do with holistic health and healing. It could be that you got off track with exercise, or with self-care, or balancing your home and your work, but it will be it's like, I need to be reminded of this so I can move forward with this. I am reminding you that there is going to be this square to Neptune in your ninth house. The square to Neptune is more of, Neptune is illusion, and this will be foggy illusion, foreign people, places, things, publishing, writing, classes, workshops, travel. So this is, I could be angry that that this person, and it could be somebody who's further away, or a class that you wanted to take, or it could have something to do with education. It will eventually move forward, but it's I don't have all the right information in order to make the decisions that I want, that I need to. And so squares are an opportunity to incorporate the energy. It's something has to give, and it's, how do I blend it together? How do I work with the energy? And it's, don't get hot-headed, stop, pause, breathe, and then say, okay, if I have to find the notes, or I took this class, or I have to retake this class, or what is going on with something that I want published, or I want to travel here, or this person that I've met who's far away. Or the ninth house also represents legal matters. And so this could be anger or frustration that has to do with something like that going on. So I'm hoping that all this makes sense. This is a lot going on. Okay, Chiron, and so for one more, sorry, I can't go on without this. The nodes are occurring. The north node is at the top of your chart for your career, and the south node is at the bottom for your fourth house of home, family, roots, foundation. This possibly means that there was something that was started back in the spring, and then it was reactivated in September and October, that has to do with your job, your career, your legacy, and your home. There could be most likely a move, or a shifting of a home, or something that has to do with your home and your career, because the focus is going to be on Aries. I have to initiate, I have to move forward, I have to I have to make some things happen. I have to do these things. So I'm hoping that all this makes sense to you. Look, having the nodes go through your fourth and the 10th house is really pivotal. It generally means that it also activates your first house of self and your seventh house of partnership. So whatever is happening at your home and with your career will also affect who you are, and partnership, or business partners, or significant others. And so I'm really hoping that I'm hoping that all that makes sense. Okay, with Uranus here, it just means shock, surprise. I didn't see it coming. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah. Let me look one more time. Is there anything else? Okay, just one more thing, and then I promise I'll move on, because I know I have other people in the queue. All right. You have Jupiter and Uranus here. Let me make that circle better. Jupiter and Uranus in your 11th house. This is pretty dang lucky. I absolutely love this. Jupiter is expansive energy, and right now it's stationing retrograde. It's like it's going backwards and saying, I need to get all my information from within before I look for it on the outside. This spring, Jupiter and Uranus are going to be meeting up in the sky. Uranus has shifted and altered your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and your networks of who you are aligning with. And Jupiter will expand these, and it's for your career, your job, your legacy, your for your public reputation, for awards and honors and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you, because this is a lot of great things that are happening for you. And also with like Saturn in your ninth houses, I'm ready to dive into education, or I'm ready to teach, or I'm ready to share my wisdom. I want to have these cross-cultural experiences. All right. So, thank you. I really, really appreciate you for trusting me with this. All right. So, let me. Sorry. I am so glad that I'm spot on. And Lady Virgo, I am so glad that you are here. Oh, I'm so glad you just subscribed. Yay. Shiny gems. Thank you for recommending me. You know, my heart goes out to you. Lady Virgo, I would love a reading, but does my birth date and place of birth get displayed? No, what you see here is what you get. Like okay, I don't do it. Remember, I'm ruled by Virgo, like Mercury, so I'm technology challenged because it's in my 12th house. But what you see is, no, you don't see it. This information over here is actually the transits of today. So no, nothing you will share on here will, it's private. And anybody who wants a real private, not that this isn't real, but like a private reading, I am scheduling for 2024, and you can schedule there. All right. So I hope that makes sense. All right. Shalitha, it does make sense. I'm glad. Oh, you want to move, but you feel stuck at your dad's house. Oh, I'm so sorry that your mom has. I'm so sorry. Okay. You want to leave, but you feel guilty about leaving your dad alone. I hear you. Would your mother really want you there? And there will be some things that will come up. I always say that if you do for somebody something that they can do for themselves, that's enabling. That's not support. That's not help. And I cannot imagine losing my mom and wanting to support my father, because I would feel the same way. I would want to do the same thing. So know that the universe is saying, yeah, there's most that you need to focus on your career, your goals, your aspirations, and getting out there in the world. So I'm hoping all this makes sense to you, and I'm terribly sorry for that. Apple Shampoozy, yes, I do Sinistry readings. It usually requires both people to give permission, because unless they're under 18. Like, I do readings for children. I do readings for people who are graduating from high school, graduating from college, birthday, all of those. But if it's a parent who wants a reading of their child, if your child's over 18, I consider them an adult, and yeah, I don't. All right, let's see. Shalitha, yes, you're ready for a change, but you feel held back. Yep. I appreciate you feeling them, and I'm going to be holding space for you, because no growth comes without change. Wherever we have this Pluto, and you have Pluto at the bottom of your chart in your home, that is the place that you will experience the hardest, the deepest transformation of your life, and then the greatest gift of the lessons that you learn from it, because there's no growth without change. And Saturn and Pluto take no prisoners. Like, it's hard. It's just like really, and yeah, I could go on and on. I'm so sorry for you. Yeah. All right, sending out a hug, and I'm going to hold space for you as you navigate this, because I cannot imagine. I cannot even go there. All right. Shay, sending out a big fat hug. All right, so let me pull up your chart. Let's see. Let's see where we are. Always fills my heart with joy to see you on here. Well, to see everybody on here too. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Shay. Whew. All right. I'm using the Placidus. I may have to go back and change the chart, because I left it up from our last reading, but I think I'm going to leave this up. I do believe in synchronicity, so there's a reason for this. All right. So, let's see. You didn't ask a question, so it's a general reading, so I'm just going to start spitting out, like, what is going on right now. And since I'm using your Placidus chart, that's going to give us a lot of information. All right, so can we just take a look at what is going on in your third house of communication? So the third house, it involves your siblings, it involves your everyday communication when you talk with other people, it is your neighbors, it's about how you gather information and your thoughts, your ideas, and it's close to home travel, and it's all of those things. Now Mercury is Mercury is going retrograde, saying I have to rethink, reevaluate, review how the words that I'm using, the technology that I'm using. What do I have at my fingertips that I have available to me to make better use of it? Pluto is here in Capricorn. Like Pluto is hard, and it's literally on top of your sun. Like you have a lot of stuff going on right now. Pluto's sitting on top of your sun. Like I told the last gal, Pluto forces you to go to the deepest of depths for transformation. And the sun is you. It is like saying, you want to shine, you want to make things happen, you want to do this. I'm going to force you to overcome your worst fears and to get rid of whatever does not serve you. I think I've told you the story before about when I was doing a swamp tromp in Florida. I did not know that I was going to be walking through the water. I really thought I was going to be walking on top of the planks, because I don't do dark water. And we had to get into the water, like walking around up to our thighs. And the guide says, we come to this area where it's totally devastated. And I turn to the guide and say, this is terrible. And everything is gone, ripped up, shredded. And then he turns and says, actually, the hurricane came through, and this provided an opportunity to remove all the old growth in order to have what is here grow. So you have to say, what do you have? Who are you at your core that is ready to grow and to get rid of those fears, to get rid of those pains? Like Pluto is painful. When you have these huge transits that involve Pluto and Saturn, and I'm going to remind you that you have Pluto in your first house. So this is a sextile, which is it's a positive, if change can be a positive, but it's saying that, look, you really are going to have to dig deep and say, this makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to have to do this, but this is for everybody's best, because this is for my best. And I have put myself on a back burner for a very long time. And then did you learn from it? I hope so, because the North Node is in Aries, and it's in your sixth house of, I have to take care of me. I need to surround myself with people that will support me putting myself first. The sixth house is your mental, physical, psychological, spiritual health, well-being, and your pets. And it's you identifying that you need a daily routine. You need a daily routine that only takes care of you and pets, to find a balance between home and work. And if it's not doing that for you, there will be something that needs to, like a hurricane, to come through and rip it up and move it on. Literally, the guide told us that when the hurricane comes through, it picks up everything and it moves it elsewhere, and then it becomes mulch. And it goes back into the earth and is used for growth. And so what you are moving from your life will grow or be better elsewhere than with you, because you're not just carrying your stuff, you're carrying everybody else's stuff with you. And it's time for you to like really focus on you. All right, so a trine to Pluto and Scorpio. Look, I love Pluto. Look, I have learned in my life to embrace Scorpio. My south node is in Scorpio. Oh, so is yours. Oh, conjunct Saturn. I have similar markers. Okay, so your south node in Scorpio is, look, I have been burned in the past, and I have trust issues. And how do I trust? Who do I trust? When do I trust? Tuning into your intuition. You have trust issues with people of authority, and as you should. And so, how do you find people that are earthy, solid, grounded, and focused on like Taurus themes? Beauty and nature and relaxing, needing a safe space. So, time with you should not be spent go, 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 go. It should be, I just want to sink in. I just want to enjoy this moment. It doesn't mean that you don't go off and do things. It means that what you do, you enjoy the moment that you're in with the people that you're in. I love that Jupiter is in your 7th house. I'm going to remove some of these circles so I can see what's going on. In Placidus, Jupiter is expanding your partnership sector and clients, significant others, clients. Let's talk about, you said you've definitely put yourself right, last for a long time, and I think you've hit the point that it doesn't work anymore. You know, that's what Pluto does. If you don't change, Pluto and Saturn, they will make you so uncomfortable that you are either forced to change or that it just tears you up inside. Like Pluto can literally, Pluto is death. Pluto is death, birth, transformation. And so it's kind of having a death of the old you, letting that die out for a birth or a rebirth with a transformation of who you are by taking back your power. I know that's kind of like deep and a lot to be saying like in this space, but let's see, yeah. But let's see what else. It is a lot. It is a lot, and you are going through a lot. And I'm going to hold space for you. I have a candle lit. I lit a candle before I got on tonight, just for it's the energy. Everybody is feeling this this energy. Okay, so let's talk about that difficult time that's going to happen. Mercury in your 3rd house is going to go into your 2nd house. When Mercury goes into your 2nd house, it will conjunct Mars. I believe it will do it at 24 degrees. That will sit on top of your moon. Your moon is feminine, intuitive feelings. It's psychic. It's like believing in faith and hope. And Neptune, the square to Neptune has to do with 5th house themes. Children, being childlike, creativity, art, music, and there might be something that happens with some type of communication that affects your self-worth because of a miscommunication with an activity that you are part of or something that you are wanting to create. Remember that 5th house, it's also, I'm going to just throw out there investments, because we're talking the 2nd house of money, and the 5th house is where you take risks and invest money. So at this time, there could be this angry banter or exchange about something that goes on with risks and excitement, and but you don't have all the facts. So I'm encouraging you, if this does have to do with money, if you could like pull back the reins and just, I would say wait until like January. I'm telling everybody wait until like after Mercury goes direct. But this is angry words about something that's happened, and it's going to be darn close to your Mars. Yeah, use caution with words. My creativity has been stifled. Oh, and it's been a sore spot. Yeah, I totally understand that. And this might be like, Okay, flip this and use it to your advantage and say, how do I work with this energy? Whatever you were doing that was creative, like whatever creative process that you had. Do you know how some people, okay, not me, but like some people who like write poetry or who write songs, they write songs not only about the good, but they write them about these sad times or these unhappy times. And artists, it's not all beautiful art. Sometimes their art is about their deepest. I have a picture in my home of that my daughter created in in her in one of her darkest days, and when I look at it, I totally see where she was, and then the spiral is to get out of, and this could be an opportunity for you to take this energy that you're feeling inside and say, I'm gonna create something that it doesn't have to be beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because it's what you value. Like, and I value that picture more than anything. I value it for the meaning that comes behind it. And so you creating, take this time to take all your energy and putting into what can I create, and work with what you've got. So I would try to work with it. You know how like some people will write down like love songs, or they'll write poetry, or I'm not quite sure what your artistic talents are or what you focus on. But I'm encouraging you to definitely put it out there and work with it. I know that when you have your Mars return in your fifth house, that everything will pick back up in that area, but this might like kickstart it. And then sometimes you might this could be you starting something and then coming back to it later, like wanting to readjust it or redo it later. I'm hoping all this makes sense. So, oh, you are an artist and a writer. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're working through the pain. Oh geez, I totally understand the energy lack and that it is the hardest. So I'm really hoping that you will put your thoughts into words, and yeah, and whatever your genre of art or acrylic or sculpting or whatever, put it out there. Think about that person, and yeah, I'm excited for you for this, because yep, it could be frustration, but take that frustration and even if it's cleaning up your work area, cleaning up your art area, I'm hoping that makes sense. All right. All right. All right. So I'm giving you a big fat hug, Shay, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. All right. So let me move on to Lady Virgo. Look, I love Virgo. I'm a Virgo rising, so I resonate with that completely. All right, shiny gems, giving you a big fat hug. All right, so let me pull up Lady Virgo. So, and I appreciate everybody having patience and being on here. Let's see. I'm going to keep it as your screen name. All right. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. All right, Lady Virgo, let's talk about this. All right. Lady Virgo, what do you got? Okay. I'm trying to find you in the chat. Okay. Okay, you sent your payment information. Okay, I got it. Oh, okay. I would like to know whatever comes through, but I do want to share that I am going through a divorce. Oh, and it really saddens you. I'm so sorry. A lot of heaviness. I Okay, I'm going to bring up your chart just for a hot second before I all right, Lady Virgo. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's talk. Okay, you have your Sun and Mars at the top of your chart in Virgo, and it is square to your. It is square to your north node, the direction in which you're going. Oh, okay. I'm going to give you a little heads. I don't know how much you know about astrology, but I'm going to talk about just this for just a hot second. All right. This, I don't know if you can see, but this is a big square. A big square. That means it's energy that when one thing is activated, the whole dang thing in your chart is activated. When something hits you with your career, it also affects your 7th house of partnership and your home and your 1st house of self. When it affects partnership, it affects your home and who you are and at the top of your chart. Whenever you have anything that is square to the nodes, square meaning it's at a 90-degree angle. And so Jupiter is square to the nodes and the Sun is square to the nodes, literally by 1 degree. And so they call this a skipped step or a missed step. It's about something going on in a past life, if you believe in past lives. Okay, I'm going to pretend like you don't believe in past lives, and this would be family, generational, from one relative to another, to another, to another. So if we look at this from a past perspective, we look at this and say, in a past life or generational, your south node is in Gemini, in your 7th house of partnership. There was something that happened with partnership, talking, communication, lack of, and its ruler is Mercury and Libra. Okay, so in a past lifetime, you were well educated, beautiful, shared a lot of information with your partner, and were not valued for it at all. And something with your home was taken away from you, and something with your career was taken away from you. It was bad. Jupiter means that everybody knew about it. It was expansive, like your faith, your hopes, your dreams, your belief was all shattered, your home. And the Sun being a figure, so let's pretend that you were female in a past lifetime. I don't know about the sexes. But the Sun in Virgo in your 10th house means you were manipulated. You were taken advantage of. Your word, yeah. And so in this lifetime, you will repeat that pattern if you don't focus on yourself. The North Node in Sagittarius is I, North Node, need to know that I am more than who I am with. And I have to have faith, and I have to have hope, and I have to have belief, and I have to have dreams. Neptune is here. And I know that when I take control over these things, so Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, so that has to do with your home. This is you taking control over yourself, how you are seen. You are a giving, caring person. Jupiter in the 1st house is bigger, brighter, better, sharing, an expansive energy, and wanting an expansive home, having faith and hope and belief. And what happens is we repeat the same patterns until we recognize them, and then we make a conscious effort to shift and change. Okay, so you believe in past lives for sure. I'm hoping that this makes sense because when you have anything that happens to, like, say, partnership, it will affect home, you, and career. So knowing about your past lives, you will repeat that same pattern if you're not. The way to make this lifetime, to learn in this lifetime to not reverse, you cannot reverse, in order to move forward and learn from the mistakes from the past, is to focus on you and to focus on, how do I improve my home? How do I have the right how do I gather the right information? How do I not just have faith and hope and belief? How do I get the facts? How do I get the details? How do I get the right information? Now, this square does not change at all. So now let's pull up your transits and take a look at that. Let me take a look around, see if there's anything else. All right, I want to draw your attention to one more thing. Mercury at 0 degrees. This is an anaretic degree. And what else you got going on? Okay, this is important. You've never done it. You're trying to learn how to do it. Mercury in Virgo means you need to struggle. Means that you may struggle in this lifetime with people pleasing. Mercury in Virgo is, I'm taking in the information, I'm listening to everybody, but sometimes you will want to balance the scales for people. It is, Virgo is the scales of justice. It's, if somebody comes to you with less, you will give more. If somebody has more, you will take it and rebalance it and you literally want to balance things. Your 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, your networks in which you navigate life with or travel through. It's the peers that you're connected with. It's kindred spirits, your social circle. And Mercury, you've never done Mercury in Virgo or Mercury in Libra before. And so you're learning how to not always just give. And Pluto is transformation, and Uranus is shock and surprise. So all of your social groups and networks, your goals, your hopes, all of this helps you to become who you want to be, with the sun in Virgo at the top of your chart. Being known for somebody with the facts and the details, and being having dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's and making sure everything's correct. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to pull up your combined chart so I can see where things are affecting you right now. Let me go back over here and transition out. I'm hoping that all this resonates with you, and let's talk about what's going to be going on in the future. All right, Lady Virgo. Oh, let's talk. All right. All right, your South Node. Okay. North Node. I'm just gonna start hitting some. Okay, 100% resonates. Okay, I'm glad. Thanks for letting me know, because what I do is I just keep rambling until I know that something sticks with you, because we're not here in person. All right, I'm gonna start off with the nodes. The North Node is the direction in which you're supposed to be heading, and the South Node is what we're releasing. And they switch signs every 18 months. They go opposite of the planets. And so right now, your North Node is in the 5th house of children, childlike activities, affairs, investments, where we take risks. And so it's art, joy, pleasure, music. It's you wanting to bring joy and pleasure to yourself. The South Node is in Libra. And so this is having to find a balance for what you want with your goals, your networks. Now, it's going to be here until it's going to be activated. You're going to have some things come up that, like April, actually March and April. March and April, it's going to be a really hot month and a half, where it's going to activate some things that are 5th house and 11th house related. Can we talk for just a second? Because I just noticed this. Okay, because your name is not on here, I'm going to talk about a couple other things that might be deep or intense. I'm hoping you're okay with that. If you're not, then stop me as soon as I start talking, and then I will back off. All right. The key represents Chiron. Everybody has a Chiron wound in their chart. There's a quick story. Zeus, he was a philanderer. He was messing around with everybody. And this woman, she was trying to get away from him. She changed into a, okay, so you're good with it all. She changed into a horse, and he still accosted her, and she had a child. And it was half horse, half human. And they both looked and said, oh my God, this is disgusting. I don't want it. And then the sun god took Chiron and raised him. And so Chiron was always raised with this wound of not being wanted, not enough, not whatever. And so they called him the wounded healer because he tried to help other people deal with their wounds. So everybody has a Chiron, a wound in their chart that will never heal in this lifetime. The goal will be to work on it, to heal from it by activations, by like transits. And so your Chiron is in your 5th house of children, joy, pleasure, affairs, creativity, where you take risks. Around the age of 23, so like it could be 21, 22, 23, 24, there was something that happened in your life, in this area of your life, that you either realized at this time that this is your wound, or that's when the wound occurred. For some people, it is a aha moment of, no, this is when I realized that this isn't normal, or that this event happened in my life and this was a pivotal moment. Okay, so the North Node is sitting right on top of that. It is activating this wound that is inside of you, that it's all about you. Aries is you. Aries is the warrior. Aries, and the 5th house is, I don't know if there's children involved. Lady Virgo, the wound I can't heal, but I can heal others. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so it's resonating. Okay, so I'm glad that this makes sense. All right, so, know that, okay, I'm going to get rid of the red and then focus again. I want to bring your attention to your 4th house. This is a lot. Saturn, all of this is in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is very watery. It's very fluid. It takes the container, it fills the container of what it's in. That's your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. That's what you sit upon or you build your life upon. And Saturn going into your 4th house of home is saying, no bueno, we can't build on this. You need to build a dam. You need to build some structure. You need to have some kind of something to build the fortress upon. Pisces being so fluid and watery, you want to pick the cup. You want to pick the foundation. You want to pick where the water is going to be held. Having Pisces in the 4th house generally means that you need to be near some kind of water to begin with, but it also means that the foundation needs to have some kind of a structure. Now, Saturn going through this house, Saturn is going to be here for another couple years, and it's going to allow you to build a home or a structure that is suitable for you to move forward with. Neptune is here. Neptune's going to be here for a little while longer before it goes into your 5th house. This is in a square with what's going on with you. North Node in your 1st house of I need to focus on me. I need to focus on my appearance, my power, my personality, my strength, my happiness, my health. I have to start doing this and not just have faith and hope and belief in others. I have to be the one to make it happen, which means you. All right, what else have we got going on here? Okay, I like this. I like this for you. Uranus and Jupiter in your 6th house. Okay, your moon is here, so your feelings, your intuition, wanting to be of service to others. Jupiter and Uranus together in the 6th house is finding a balance between work and home, finding ways to take care of yourself that self-care needs to be moved to the top of the ladder, or moved to the top of your list. If you do not, you will experience health issues. Having Jupiter go through your 6th house will bring your attention to those health issues. Uranus they're crazy health issues. Like, I don't understand where this came from. But Uranus and Jupiter also offer you the guidance of, I need to find a guide, a mentor. I need to find somebody that can support me or help me navigate this, whether it's for nutrition or a chiropractor, or have acupuncture, or a different diet. The 6th house is illness and disease and our self-care. And it's our service to others. And you cannot be of service to others until you take care of yourself. And if you don't take care of the temple, then the temple is not stable. And with Saturn here, this is about building a stable foundation. All right, I do want to, okay, I'm going to bring up one more thing. Okay, I'm going to bring up one more thing. Hold on. Where is, okay, the chat. The wound I can't heal, Lady Virgo. I'm hoping to keep my home in this divorce. It's my zen. And I do have a stream. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, shiny gems you can't fill from an empty cup. She does need to fill, like you do, Lady Virgo. You have to fill your cup. You have to take care of yourself first. All right, I want to talk about where are those two going to meet up? Hold on, let me get my... Oh, your 1st house. Okay, yep. Okay, I want to draw your attention to your 1st house of self. All right, this is going to be... Remember that 27th, December 27th. The energy is building up, all right? Mercury, this guy here who is going retrograde, having you go back over your personal finances, your personal resources, your personal movable property, your income, your salary, your financial condition, your money. Mercury is going retrograde, saying, I need to get all my bills in front of me. I need to have all of my personal assets in front of me. The 2nd house represents your self-worth, but it's also about people, places, and things that you find value in. And so it'll be you streamlining what is the most important thing, going back over. And then it's going to go into your 1st house of self. It's going to be going back over because it's already been there once. And it's going to have you rethinking, reevaluating really what is the most important thing. Now, the square that's going to happen is going to have something to do with your home. On the 27th, there's this Mars and Mercury at 0 in your 1st house and your 4th house of home. This means angry words, frustration. I don't have all the facts. I don't have all the details. I want to lash out. I want an end to this. I want things to be crystal clear. It's Lady Virgo. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope that you are able to keep your home in this. I don't know what the home situation is. Saturn in Pisces means that it needs to be solid, stable, reliable. But this Mars in your 1st house means that there might be you fighting for what is yours. Make sure you have all the details before you get into a bantering with anybody, and it'll be with somebody who feels like home, was home, family members. Look, the 4th house is also property, and it's traditions, and it's those people that shape you. And so this could be angry words with those people who might not be supporting you with what you're going through, or anybody that is in your home. And so it'll pass, but it'll be a tense like a couple of days. You're going to have this full moon. Let's talk about that for just a second. I just realized that. Okay, you're going to have a full moon in your 8th house of resources, shared resources. A full moon means that there's going to be some kind of an ending of separating your resources with somebody else. It means alimony, child support, cash, property. Yes, I can see where I need to stand for myself. I'm done being a doormat. Right? Like, like own it. I see it. Yes, I see it. Okay, this full moon, the sun is going to be in your second house. I'm hoping that you can redirect the anger and the frustration that you feel and turn it into more of a passion of survival and to thrive. And I cannot imagine the pain or the isolation that you're feeling, especially with the holidays and everything that's going on. So I am holding space for you. I would like to offer you some suggestions of that I'm hoping that you'll focus on. You're going to have this full moon in your 8th house. That means that there's going to be some kind of ending with shared resources or joint ventures, a death or a getting rid of or an ending of a partnership. And this could be, we are going to split things. We are going to divide the things. I don't exchange words with him. I've gone no contact since September. I hear you. I just hope that somebody does not break that. Don't break it. And while Mercury, this is a perfect time for Mercury being retrograde in your second house. You need to make sure that you are looking over your personal resources, okay? Because it's going to go back into your first house of self. And the illuminating in the 8th house means that things might be finalized. Like, okay, we are now going to split this. We're now going to have this done. The full moon is going to be darn close to your Saturn that's in your 8th house. And Saturn means I need structure. I need stability. I need, it has to happen. Yeah, I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that that brings some closure to you, because all of this is saying that, yeah, things are like, there is no turning back. And the good news is, okay, it's probably really early for you to be focused on this, but the good, if we're going to be focusing forward, it's about healing, and it's about you healing an inner child, and you focusing on being around other adults that it feels like joy and it feels like pleasure. Court date isn't till January 2, second day after. Oh, right. Okay. Until January, 2 days after Pluto. Okay. I believe the court date will probably go off as because Mercury will then be direct, and Mercury will be direct in your first house of self. And this is you stating, this is what I want, this is what I need, and standing up for yourself. Mercury's going to go across your north node, the direction of you focusing in on yourself. So yeah, I'm really hoping that you find more joy, more pleasure. I'm excited for you. I am sad and holding space as you transition this, but to move forward with health and healing will be like a year from now. You might look back and say, I can't believe where I was, and I can't believe where I am, and I needed this. And yeah, now I am going to give you, like, okay, just one more. I know I keep saying that because I have other people in the queue, but the north node is going to go into your 4th house, and that does mean oftentimes a move. And it's not going to happen for a while, but the north node moving into the 4th house means that you could be anticipating a move into the future. All right, so I'm hoping that all of this makes sense. All right. Wendy's back in the house. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lady Virgo. And I got to move on to my next one. I could sit here all night long and just do one person. Like, okay, I live it, eat it, breathe it, dream it. Okay. All right. So thank you. And Wendy is in the house. I am super excited that you are here. I missed you last time. Let's see. You. All right, Wendy, I am so glad that you are here. All right, laser under eye surgery today. Okay, yeah, it's a redo. Hope it's great. My boss is coming back for sure, and I'm emotionally ready for this. Any love coming? Happy holidays. I'm sending you big fat happy holidays to you. All right, so look, I'm okay. Look, Mercury retrograde is redo, rethink, revise, and the only time I do not agree with having a surgery is when Mars is retrograde, because it just means cutting and bleeding and things like that. All right, so let's see where you are. Okay, so your boss is coming back. I'm going to start there. This is a lot. This is Saturn. You know you're coming up on your second Saturn return. And this is going to be manageable. This is going to be building a stable foundation. Neptune, having faith, hope, belief. Now, it is going to oppose. Oh, let's look at that. Oppose Pluto and... Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one. Oppose Pluto and Uranus. Pluto's transformation. Uranus is shock and surprise. Wendy, I am so glad that you're here. This boss that could be coming back, there still could be some shock and some surprise that could come from it. I'm excited about your surgery, the laser surgery. Super excited about that. Not excited about your boss coming back, because it just it forces angst upon you. It's opposing your home. It's opposing Uranus. It's not saying that you can't do it. I also have Saturn in Pisces, and so where I find that it makes me work harder in order to do better, be more efficient, and this is your career, your life path. This is also authority figures, and so how do you be the best that you can be? Still keeping the faith, the hope, the belief, because Neptune is there, and like sometimes things can be a little cloudy or blurry, but Saturn really wants you to have the structure there. Saturn really wants. You're building my empire. Yep, I just I don't want it ruining everything emotionally. I agree. Look, it doesn't have to. This is your second go round. So let's talk about it, because you and I, we're about the same age. We're having our second Saturn return together. And so for the first 28, 29, 30 years of our life, we were just trying to get our acts together. We were just learning our lessons for the first time. And then where we have Saturn is, I need to pick the right mountain in order to climb, slow and steady, and build my empire. So you have Saturn here. It's like in your career, like I need to build my career. You've done this for the last 29, 30 years. And so now this is an opportunity to reach a pinnacle. It's an opportunity to have the success, to be rewarded for what you've done, to get the honors, to have your reputation, your social status, your mark on society. Saturn in Pisces here is, I want to be the one in charge of the structure of which I am building. And take away what other people do around you. Just focus on you. It does oppose Pluto in your home. It does oppose Uranus. An opposition to Uranus is, I have to think, I have to be creative with this. I cannot do what I've always done. I have to think about this. I have to work this out. You have Mars currently going through your 7th house. Okay, let's talk about that for just a second. I want to go to your Mercury. Your Mercury is in your 8th house, your 8th house of your shared resources. So this could be with siblings, if there's debt or wills from relatives, or with a business partner, or with a significant other. if it's none of those things, then it is joint ventures that you want to have with other people, or where you desire to have these deep connections. It can be wills, alimony, child support, taxes. Mercury has you going back over, what are my shared resources that I have with other people? Business partners, this could be with your work, with investments and things like that. Going back over and saying, what am I gaining from this? Now, Mercury is going to go back into your 7th house, and it will, it's going to meet up with Mars. Now, this is the caution. On the 27th, Mercury, this guy here, he's going to come and he's going to meet up with Mars. Mercury, talking, sharing, speaking, travel, communication, Mars. Aggression, warrior, passion, desire. Together can be angry words, lashing out. I say that because it's going to be square Neptune, an authority figure, a boss, you getting blamed for something that you didn't do, an authority figure, or lashing out at an authority figure, something that has to do with clients, something that has to do with business partners. This day is going, and actually it's leading up to this day, so I'm sure you're already feeling the angst of it, but this time period is including anybody who could be a client, anybody that can be a business partner, any contractual promises, any contractual relationships, any negotiation and cooperation that you have with others, with partners, and business. Neptune being at the top of your chart has everything to do with your career, your public life, your life path. And it's foggy, it's blurry, it's deceitful, it's... When people say that it's not a lie because they didn't tell the whole truth, it's omission of the truth. And this, it doesn't have to be on purpose, but it can be an on purpose. And so I'm letting you know that this is going to be a difficult tension point to stop, pause, breathe. Do not take the bait. Stop and say, I think I need more information before I make a decision on this, before I say anything, before I hit that return button, before I send that email, that phone call, that text. I'm really encouraging you to stop, pause, and breathe on that one. All right. Lady Virgo, thank you for your kind words out there. Yeah, they are powerful. And I think that not seeing the names on here can make it that I can be like real and authentic with people, because some of the messages are not, some of them are kind of, it's deep. It's deep. All right, Wendy, I want to bring one more thing to your attention. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all this. I want to draw your attention to this. You are having Venus conjunct Neptune in your 6th house right now. Venus is love, money. It is fine things. It wants to bring things together. In the sign of Scorpio, deep and intense. You have Neptune in Scorpio. Your dreams, your hopes, your beliefs, spirituality. In your 6th house of balancing home and work. The 6th house also refers to your relationship with coworkers and having like serious spidey senses, and you wanting to connect with them, to trust them. It's in a trine right now to everything that's going on with your work. I don't have to see him for a couple of weeks. I am glad that you do not have to see him for a couple of weeks. I do want you to use caution with any clients that you have. Okay, if it's not work related, this will be you in the outside world. Think of it as somebody doing something and being put on the news because they acted inappropriately or did something stupid or did something that was mean. The 10th house, this Neptune in the 10th house square to what's going on, means that publicly people can see you. And publicly you might want to say something or do something, or somebody else might not see everything that's going on with you and have an opinion that they shouldn't because it's none of their business. And voice their opinion without a filter. their inside thoughts will come out. So it could be that. I do love this beautiful trine here to Venus and Neptune, and this is wanting to have this deep connection. All right, hold on. Let me take a look around and see what else we got going on here. It's work. Oh, it is work. Okay, knowing that it's work means that you know that you can work with it. Can you avoid it? Absolutely not. It could also be authority figures. It could be a boss. It could be the law. It could be like somebody of government. Like, don't get caught speeding. Like, it just means somebody who has more authority than you, like somebody higher up. It could also mean, okay, I'm going to flip the script here, that if you are higher up than somebody else and you say something to somebody else and you don't have all the facts, you could be the one in the wrong. So it can go both ways. So I'm encouraging you to work with the energy, to work with it. All right, okay. I have not put the video out yet, but this Jupiter-Uranus, there is going to be a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that's going to happen in April. April's going to be a really big month for everybody. Actually, it's March leading up to April. I'm looking forward to, look, I'm not wishing away any single day, but this full moon in Cancer is going to be beautiful. And for you, that's in your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources. And so having some kind of an ending, maybe I would like to think like, look, is it a bonus? Is it something that has to do with your salary, your income? Having a full moon, having some kind of a closure that has to do with your resources. And then this difficult moment. And then in January, with Mercury finally stationing direct, it will go through your seventh house of a partnership again and having you re-look at things again. And then I'm encouraging everybody to hold off until January 11th before they set those New Year's intentions or New Year's resolutions, because the planets will all be moving forward, and then the new moon will be in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is slow and steady and stable and reliable and wanting things to do well and to make things happen over a longer period of time. And it rules, like Saturn is the ruler of it. And so adding all that energy in, you will be setting a new moon intention in your 8th house of shared resources that will affect you for your career and your legacy of what can you do to manifest or to build upon your resources that you share with other people in order to benefit also your public standing, your legacy. Now, as we move forward in April, okay, the eclipses are going to be happening. There's going to be this free period in February where everybody's going to be able to manifest some things. I say put your intentions out there. It'll be like a soft launch of things in February. And then whatever is started in February, you're going to be able to continue it in that May, June, July. Yeah, the end of May, June and July. And so those will be the open windows to bring things about. And then this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in April is really going to be good for you for dreams, downloads. Like, I'm sure that like your spidey senses are like spot on. Having this in your 12th house, it illuminates dreams, intuition, angels, guides. It also means rest and retreat for health reasons, and Jupiter being here offers a quicker, easier way to heal. Like, Jupiter takes the hits. Uranus is like, I didn't think that it was going to be like this, and so the recovery being quicker and easier because of. All right, so I'm hoping all of this makes sense, and I'm telling everybody, like, the January forecasts are out there, and I'm hoping everybody also checks the other forecasts that are going on. All right, Wendy, I am so glad that you're back. I missed you last time, and I think I even said something, like I was hoping Wendy was in the house. And I'm so glad that you're here now, and I'm hoping that you are healing and that things go well for you for work. And I'm excited for everybody out there. I'm like holding space for everybody as they navigate, because this is not easy energy as we work through this. Yeah, Lady Virgo, tell her, like we're all in this together. Like everybody is like if we all hold space for each other to navigate, everybody's going through something. And you cannot say that, yeah, I've been there, done that, because I haven't been through exactly what you've been through, but I'm looking at it and I feel it. And I'm sending out big hugs to Lady Virgo and Wendy and Shay and like everybody who's been in the house tonight. And I greatly appreciate everybody being here. So reminder, a couple things coming up. Let's see, full moon, Cancer full moon. In the video is already out there, and that the Kazemi, December 22nd. Look, anything that goes on between now and December 22nd, like keep a journal, keep notes, keep something, because there's going to be something of synchronistic happen, and it's going to be this aha moment where I get why I'm going through what I'm going through now, and this whole Mercury, and then I can move forward with it. So don't miss that. A Kazemi is like when Mercury is in the heart of the sun, and it's like this illumination moment of what's going on. And then, all right, everybody lay low on December 27th. I'm really hoping that, like, I'm going to try and stay away from the news even, because I just know that people are going to be angry and like hot and like verbally come out with things. And then January 1st, Mercury is going to station direct, and the January forecasts are already out there. If you're looking for a last minute gift idea, I have gift certificates, gift cards that can be emailed, or you can print them off and hand them that way. I also have an Elemental Wisdom Oracle deck if you would like that mailed to yourself or somebody else. Oh, ladies, Lady Virgo, I know you feel everything with all that energy. And Jessica, Faith, I resonate with you, Lady Virgo, and with all the best. Yeah, because Jessica, you've got all that Virgo energy also. Like Virgos are in the house tonight. Well, I appreciate you giving me a big fat hug, and for a larger purpose of all this. Ladies and gentlemen, I really thank you for all being here tonight, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. I think the next one will be January 2nd, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So sending out a big fat heart and a hug to everybody. Thank you.